Welcome back, man. You already know who it is. It's your country kinfolk, Yoni. And I'm back, man. We're here with another episode. Everybody that's been liking, supporting, following, sharing, just spreading the word about the podcast, man, I really appreciate y'all. You know, you don't have to do that, so I definitely appreciate it. And like I say, I'm always trying to educate, uplift, and encourage the community. And this episode is no different. This week, we got another key queen with us. That's right, another boss chica. This young lady is on the ground to build her empire. She is the owner and founder of Mesa Difference. It's a nonprofit organization. We're going to get into more about that, as well as our bees. And I've been wondering about these bees I've been seeing around these young ladies' waist. I want to know what to make them do. You understand that? See what's going on. So let's dig deeper and see if we can find out about this queen that's joining us today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the city, Miss Nishatu. What's going on, young lady?
How you doing?
I can't complain. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
First of all, no problem. First of all, where does your name come from?
Okay.
Is it African?
It is Swahili.
Swahili.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of like the Cooney compound.
Exactly. Oh, before we go any further, we are at the Cooney compound, broadcasting live. That's 3220 North State Street. Y'all check them out, man. Black owned, and it's a small business incubator. But go ahead. Okay,
so Nishatu, it is an interesting story. About 3 years ago, I had gone off the radical deep end. I learned about Black history. I learned about how wrong we've been done and all of this stuff. Yeah. Got real educated and real passionate about it, and ran into a group called the Revolutionary Black Panther Party, and joined, and I was loving it. Feeding the people, arming ourselves, all of that knowledge, trying to spread that knowledge. I got very passionate about it. From that organization, I left with my name. The chief of the party gave me my name as an elder. And my name, Nishatu, means powerful woman. So from leaving that organization, I took that name, I embodied that name, I gave meaning and life to that name. I changed all my social media to that name, not just for the looks of it, but more so for speaking life into myself, wanting other people to speak life into me, to speak power into me. I named my brand Nishatu the brand, and the reason I did that, even though it takes people a little while to get accustomed to it, I did it because the women I'm servicing, I want to empower them. I want them to be powerful. The products that I sell, the services that I sell, it's all for the empowerment of women. So I'm sticking with it. I'm teaching people what it means. I'm teaching people to embrace your culture. And embrace what that means. Names have meanings all day, every day. So that's it.
The Revolutionary Black Party, was that here?
Yes. So I'm no longer.
I ain't heard of it.
Yeah.
Out here.
Yeah. So I'm no longer affiliated. So I do want to make that clarity. But it is the Revolutionary Black Panther Party is nationwide, even overseas. I think they have some chapters. When I was involved with it, I was the general of the chapter here. We were small, probably about 3 to 4 of us, 5 at the most. And over the southern states as well. So just organizing. Every week we had to do a feeding. We would usually go down to the bus station and we would feed people. We would get pizza. We would go to different low-income apartments and just pizza. During the holidays, dressing, yams, all kind of stuff. And we were really doing it. My philosophies have changed from that party, which is why I'm no longer affiliated. But it was an experience. I met so many people. I got so many experiences from that, so many stories to tell. I'm not gonna tell them all tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an experience. So yeah, we were in Jackson. I don't think there's a chapter in Jackson now. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure.
Okay. So, well, let's get into this entrepreneurial journey. How and when did you decide to step out there and become an entrepreneur and pursue your dreams?
Okay. So back in 2012, that's when I started Mesa Difference. That's my first baby. And it started out of pure passion, as most of my ventures have started. The passion at the time was I had gone through a domestically violent situation. And all the time, if I tell you the story, I would always say, I wish I had something to put some work in with, to leave my mark.
To get on your ass.
To get on your ass. I wish I had something, and and I was also hearing about a lot of rapes, abductions, kidnappings, murder, all kind of stuff that it just made me think if we had something to prevent it, just something, if it's not but a keychain, pepper spray, or a stun gun that you keep in your purse, if we had something, could it solve some of these problems or stop some of these things or empower women to stand up for themselves?
Right.
So that's what makes a difference was founded. I'm very solution oriented. If we have a problem, I'm not gonna go out and say, women, we have a problem and talk about it without having a solution behind it. So that's where I just made an order. I just made a wholesale order for pepper sprays and started distributing them. And we're still going strong today.
That's what's up. And your advice is for women to keep it on them at all times, whether they've been in a situation similar to yours or not?
Oh,
just the overall protection.
Yeah, definitely. And women are my target audience because we relate, but men as well. There's been a lot of things going on. College students, anybody needs some kind of protection on them at all times because anything can happen. There is no point to walk around here naked without anything to protect yourself. We're not the exception. So absolutely.
Absolutely agree. Arm yourselves with something. Now, as far as eye beads, that's another one of your babies?
Yes.
When was that started? And go into more detail exactly about is it healing properties with these beads? Okay.
Yes. So everything I do is intentional. It looks cute, but it's very intentional. So I started beading, making waist beads and healing bracelets. I started that about 2 years ago. And I started it because I love them. I wanted to make them for my friends. They loved them. They started posting pictures. And 2 years later, people are still DMing me. I need some waist beads. I need some waist beads. The reason it's popped off or the reason it's become very popular or I've become very successful with it is mostly because it's intentional. You can call me and say, I have been going through depression and I'm going to know the bead to give you. You can say, I need some protection for my man, my children, myself, and I'm gonna know what gemstones to give you. I'm gonna know what colors to put into your jewelry.
It's like a science to it.
Yes, it's like a science to it, and it's all research. I love to research, which is why that comes easy for me. But that's what the beading comes from. Waist beads are not just body jewelry. They are cute, but they're not just body jewelry. They are for a woman to be intimate with herself, to buy something to dress your body up with. You keep it on all the time. You don't take it off. It's not meant to be taken off. They are great for intimate relationships, especially men. Men love the waist beads.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Are they strong enough to be pulled? We got the kids in here, man.
Yes, they are strong. I use a very good quality of stretch cord. That's what I use. They are strong, but when it comes to men, it's something about those beads on your waist that makes men be a little more gentle with you. So that's a plus for us. Yeah.
I would think it make the beads come out. Teach his own.
I don't know. In my experience, it's made them be a little more gentle with you. Because some men are afraid to break them. They're afraid of this. So, and some women can appreciate a man being a little more gentle. So, but that's a whole other topic. Yeah. And also, the most prominent reason that women wear them is for weight management. So, yes. They say we lose inches first. Okay. Right? So you put on waist beads, they're going to tell you when you're gaining weight because they're going to get tight. They're going to tell you when you're losing weight because they're going to loosen up. And they're going to tell you when you're maintaining because they're going to say the same. So yeah, waist beads are definitely a lot more to them than just cute body jewelry, even though they are that. And healing bracelets work the exact same way. Most men love the bracelets, which brings me to my next point. I made you a little something.
What? See, this is my first gift.
Yes.
From a guest. I'm so thankful. You know how your throat get tight.
Don't do it.
I appreciate it.
No problem. So your bracelet, for example, has tiger's eye in it, which is for protection and courage, as well as red jasper, which is also for protection as well.
Oh yeah, it's durable too. Oh, I love it.
There you go.
Rock this. See? Thank you, Queen. I appreciate that.
No problem.
See, that's another thing I love about your grind. You take a natural and holistic approach to most things that you do, and I want to know some of your views on a few things because it's always a debate as far as one, how do you feel about natural birth as far as a woman giving birth and the position that they have to be in when they're giving birth, and two, vaccinations. What's your opinion around that? Which one you want to hear first?
Let's go ahead and go into birth. And the reason I want to go into birth is because birth is my field. What do I mean when I say that? I am also a birth doula. You ever heard of a doula?
Yes, but I don't know what it is.
Perfect, because a lot of people don't, and we're bringing it back. We're bringing the knowledge back.
Okay.
So birth doulas have been around for centuries, and what a birth doula is someone that is an expert at pregnancy and labor and delivery, and you would call them when you're pregnant or expecting, and they come and help your family to organize, to have comfort measures, and to help bring your child into the world. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna break it down for you in man terms, in man speak. Okay, so you like football?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, great. You have your football, which is your baby. Mm-hmm. You have your quarterback, which is mom. You have your team, which is your birth team. Your mom, your man, your whoever is going to be with you during your birth. And you got your coach. That's me.
Oh,
so we have, during your pregnancy, we have run plays. We have discussed, okay, when labor comes, what type of mom are you? Are you the type of mom that wants to pop a pill? Or are you the type of mom that wants some peppermint oil if you get a headache? You know, are you the type of mom that likes to, woman that likes to be touched to when you're going through pain or you want your space? So we're discussing all of that. It gets a lot deeper than that, but we're discussing all of that during prenatals. So when it's game time, when it's time to deliver the baby, we already have a play in mind. I'm not here to take away from or move dad out the place to hold her hand. I'm here to encourage. I'm here to advocate for and with my clients, not for them, but with them. If you want delayed cord clamping, for example, you know what that is?
Taking the umbilical cord off?
Yes, but delaying it. Mm-hmm.
So leaving the alley?
Okay, delayed cord clamping. This is just a little tidbit because we could go on and on about birth. But delayed cord clamping is basically not cutting the cord right after birth. Mm-hmm. Because for so many hours, blood is still able to, that's what connects your baby to you. Okay. So blood is still being transferred to that baby, is still providing a life source for that baby. Mm. In our culture, we're not really, doctors are kind of, come on, let's do it, and we're out. But a lot of women are wanting more for their children. So I'm here as your doula to help educate you, to empower you that you can make these choices about your birth. You don't have to be bullied. You don't have to be scared. A lot of women are just scared. You know, mom or grandma told us to just do what the doctor say, but you don't have to be. So when it comes to natural birth, as a doula, I support it all. I am excited about natural birth. I mean, I love it. I love midwifery. I love home births, water births. But I'm here to support whatever my client wants, you know, and that's my job. Right. Now, my personal journey would look a little different. I would definitely want the second time around, because I do have one child. The second time around, I would definitely want a home birth experience. Mm-hmm. So I absolutely support that. Absolutely.
And I don't want to go over time, but while we're on that subject, what's the deal with eating the placenta?
Yes, do it. Do it. Eating the placenta is encapsulating your placenta. So your placenta is your afterbirth. A lot of doctors take it, they say they throw it away, but it's so many stem cells and all of that stuff in there. I'm sure they are using it to better the dominant society. I'm gonna say that. I'm sure of it. But
white folk.
There you go. Okay. I don't know how politically correct it's gonna be.
We raw right here.
Okay, so keeping your placenta, you know, as your doula, if you wanted to keep your placenta, I would encourage you to You keep it, you take it home, you can freeze it, or you can contact someone who does encapsulation or is certified in encapsulation. They're going to take it, they're going to clean it really well, they're going to dehydrate it, and then they're going to grind it up, encapsulate it, give it to you. It helps with postpartum depression because we go through it. It helps with overall health. It is a wonderful. Please look it up, research it. It's wonderful. Do it.
That's what's up. Cause I sure thought it was throwing a skillet.
I can't say you can or cannot do that because I don't know. I know you can do a lot with it, but I don't know if you can just eat it.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, but I'm talking about encapsulate. Put it in a capsule, taking it as a pill or a vitamin every day. Yes.
Vaccinations.
So vaccinations, it took me a long time to get to a point of saying that I would not vaccinate my next child. It took me a long time because of the fear, that fear that they have put out there about if you don't vaccinate your children, you're gonna get everybody else's child sick. The one thing that changed my mind quickly, if vaccinations work, why are you afraid? If your child is vaccinated, how's my child gonna get them sick? If vaccinations work.
You just said that.
Yeah, that it made common sense to me. If everybody else's child in the classroom is vaccinated and mine is not, and mine gets sick, your vaccinated children should be protected, right?
Yeah, I would think the argument would be that if they're not vaccinated, then they're at more risk to encounter those diseases that others are vaccinated for.
And I'm a strong believer that your body, if you put it in the correct conditions, your body is made conditioned to fight off anything.
I'm a believer in that.
Yes.
I think we have everything on earth that we need.
Yes.
Before man destroyed it.
Everything, may have already said this, but everything in every drug, because they are legal drugs, that the government gives us is replicated from something in nature. So I'm like, let's just go to the originator. Let's just go to the source that's put here by God. Herbs that is put here by God. If you believe God is the creator, is here for us. They're strong as well as safe for our bodies. So why are we not taking a moralistic approach to these things? Why are we being bullied by a government? I'm not gonna go off on a tangent. But you know, why we have that fear when nature tells us something different? Nature has never changed. So why we aren't going with nature?
Word. And speaking of herbs, I thought you had bought me a gift, but
I don't think you can use. Well, you could.
We have here vaginal steam and pregnancy blend.
Yes.
Tell us a little more about it.
So, do you know Rainbow? The store Rainbow? Yeah. Rainbow closed a while ago. It's reopened since, but when it closed, that was a lifeline for me, as well as for many other ladies. So the reason I started to sell herbs, or because I have a large collection of herbs, the reason I started to sell them was to fill that void that we had. These two blends that I have are blended by me. This vaginal steam, ladies, if you're not steaming in 2019, you need to get with it. Yes, vaginal steams help with everything from fibroids to vaginal dryness to an array of things. So please, vaginal steam, and I can show you, or I can tell you how. Pregnancy blend. I just had a couple that is preparing for pregnancy. They wanted to touch bases with me and prepare for pregnancy, so I gave them these specific herbs that help with women's health as well as with pregnancy or getting ready for pregnancy. So you drink this one as a tea. But you can do a lot with herbs. You can drink them as a tea, you can sing with them, you can bathe with them. You can, which, speaking of bathing, we used to bathe our children before vaccinations in herbs. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Didn't know that.
Yes. So that's what these blends are. I just got some examples of what these blends, what they look like. And I sell them in sampler packets, so you can just try it out and see how it works for you.
Now let's say some idiot wanted to try to roll it up and smoke it. Can you do that?
You can definitely do that.
What? Okay.
Yes.
I'm asking for free.
Yes, I sell a smoking blend.
What?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, Well, Dr. Sebi says the only bad thing he would say about marijuana is that if you put fire to it, you burn away the properties. What say ye?
I agree. I know that that's common for us to smoke marijuana, but if you can't, it's kind of like we don't have the resources really to take time. We don't make the resources to take time and cook it in something or whatever the case is. But I definitely encourage it. If you can eat something with the oil or whatever the case, that's the healing. Yeah, that's the healing. It's not the leaf that we're smoking. It's the other properties of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, before we get out of here, you are also part of some other organizations, such as TAPS.
Yes.
Thick and Proud Sisters.
Thick and Proud, yes.
Tell us a little more about that.
Okay, so I've been a part of TAPS for about 3 years now, and TAPS is a beautiful, empowering organization. I said I would never join another organization until I ran into TAPS. So definitely, it's encouraged for women that are a little bit thicker or a lot thicker, whatever the case is. It's much more than the fashion show you see every year. You actually, what you don't see is all throughout the year, a class is going through a process of healing, a little bit of therapy. It started by Queen Fumi, the owner of the Kundi Compound. And
Shout out to Queen.
Yes, she gets into it with you. She gets into it with you. Discussions. I'm not gonna say therapy sessions, but Queen sessions is what she calls them. So beautiful organization. The showcase is always hot. And as of right now, we're actually going through our call to sisterhood. And email me, hit me up, DM me if you want your information to be forwarded to Queen, because we are accepting new people for the class of 2020.
And speaking of contact, how can they reach you?
Yes. Okay. So take your pens out. You don't have to write it down. You can reach me on Instagram I have 3 pages on Instagram. Nishatu the brand. That's NISHATU .the brand, or Nishatu the Doula. That's DOULA, or at Mace a Difference. That's MACEADIFFERENC. So Mace a Difference. You can reach me on Facebook too. I ain't ready for the Facebook name.
I don't think they're ready, but we're gonna give it to them anyway.
All right. Get your pen back out. On Facebook, you can reach me at, it's my full Swahili name, Nishatu, Hawaiiagapi, and Piganaji. If you type in Nishatu, you should be able to reach me. It should pop right up. So yes.
It ain't that hard. Y'all go find it. Follow, support this queen. She's on a mission of positivity, which you should be too. So let's all be on the same wave. Y'all already know what it is. Another outstanding episode, Key to the City podcast. Thank y'all for joining us. I'm your country cousin Yoni. She is Queen Nishatu. We out.